If what I read is true, I would like to say to all those families that have lost their children and have had children injured, I deeply grieve for you with all my heart. At this time, my loss is not because of one son that I adopted, but my loss is multiplied by what each and every one of the parents of these crimes feel in his or her heart. If David did these things, I don't expect you to forgive him, as this would be too much to ask of you. The only thing I do ask of you is to understand the pain and the agony that is within me, knowing that the pain and agony of all you parents. I ask of you not to burden us with your feelings towards David. By us, I mean all those people who have known David and me. We too are victims of this tragedy. I will live with this heartache for the rest of my life. I am so deeply saddened that nothing that I can say can really explain. No, I did not.
Upon learning that it is allegedly he, what was your immediate reaction?
Mr. Berkowitz, would you lean forward just slightly, please? Thank you very much. Yes, towards the mic. There.
I have had Mr. Stern and Mr. Joker, who is representing me, to call this...
Hold it. Not ready yet.
I have had Mr. Stern and Mr. Joker, who is representing me, to call this press conference so that I can express my true feelings about this whole matter. Until a few days ago, I was leading a normal life in retirement. Then my life was completely turned around. I keep thinking it is only a bad dream and that I would soon wake up. I don't know what's been written about David is true or not. From what I read, my mind cannot deny what my heart accepts. If I read in the...
Sir, could any father in this country be in your situation today?
I don't understand what...
Not feeling any possible feelings after reading the media reports and seeing pictures and so forth. Did you have any possible thought it might be?
Do you think what has happened to you and your son could happen to any family?
I believe so.
Mr. Berkowitz, have you seen David since his arrest?
No, I haven't.
When was the last time you did see him, sir?
Last summer.
Mr. Berkowitz, could you please tell us what David was like as a child?
I can't answer you that.
What do you plan to say to him when you first do see him?
I don't know. It will be spontaneous.
When did you first read or hear about any of these killings, long before David was implicated? How long ago was it?
Oh, about the second killing, which was last year.
What was your feeling at that time when you read about it?
I thought it was a nut doing it.
Statement. Is that
copies will be made.
We'll make them available to you at the office for photos.
Where do you go from here?
It's my deep feelings and sorrow for all you parents. Thank you for listening to me. My prayers will be with you all.
Can any father in this country be in...
You got it. I wasn't sure whether you were getting it that far away. I don't get it that far.
I have made no... Because we have had other matters to take care of.
Did you know Mr. Berkowitz prior to this?
I know others with relation to Mr. Berkowitz. My associate was personally familiar with the Berkowitz family.
Is Mrs. Berkowitz's...
Your client?
No statement at this time with respect to that, sir.
How do you think someone got in to talk to him?
Well, he has been seen. I think the media has more than adequately expressed it. He has been seen on many occasions and for for a substantial periods of time by Mr. Peltz, who alleges that he was retained by him.
What is your reaction to those reports that there have been 6 hours of tapes that have...
Still have not resolved the issue of representation.
Are you going to try to get those tapes and have them secured?
Well, that again is for the court. I think that issue is before the court at this time, and I cannot make any comment with
What do you mean when you
respect
say
to
you
it.
have not resolved the issue of representation? Are you, or are you not his lawyer?
Well, I have been retained by his father to represent him. Now, there is an issue where Mr. Peltz alleges that he has been personally retained as of this moment by the defendant himself. Therefore, there is an issue, and this may ultimately have to be resolved.
Could you explain the chronology of your retainment?
Have I met Mr. Peltz? Yes. I met him at the arraignment the other morning. That was the first time I had ever seen Mr. Peltz.
Did you discuss the matter with him at all at that time?
Very, very briefly, only for moments. We went immediately before the court upon my arrival. The young man was arraigned, and then I did not see Mr. Peltz again until today.
What did Mr. Peltz say to you?
Did Mr. Berkowitz retain you immediately upon contacting you, or at what point? Could you give us
Yes,
the chronology?
Mr. Peltz. What do you mean? You're referring now, of course, to Mr. Berkowitz.
Mr. Berkowitz.
Yes. Mr. Berkowitz retained me through other members of the family, and Mr. Berkowitz was en route to my office at the time of the arraignment from Florida.
Can you tell us about Mr. Berkowitz at all, his age? What is his exact age?
I believe he's 68 years of age. I don't know exactly.
Mr. Stern, have you spoken with David Berkowitz?
I'm sorry, dear.
Have you spoken with David Berkowitz?
I answered that question. The answer was no.
Perhaps you answered this one too, but what is your reaction to the idea of peddling taped conversations?
I don't think I should make any comment following our appearance and our conference with the court last night, with Judge Brown in the Kings County Criminal Court.
Have you been
Stern, have you heard the tapes?
No.
Please don't identify this building. The conference took place outside of a court in Mineola. We have no right to use this building. Remember, outside a court in Mineola.
Right, Chief.
Mr. Stern, would you discuss what, Mr. Stern, would you just discuss what the problems are now with the representation?
Well, I've already got into it. I can't go into it any further. I'm terribly sorry. No, I will not repeat it. I
The television
can't.
press have not had any of this, and if you could just...
Exclusively for the jurisdiction at the appropriate time.
That means you'd seek a gag order.
Yes. In addition to many other orders.
Mr. Stern, if this case does go to trial, would you ask for a change of venue?
Yes, in all probability, if I were to give you a gut reaction, I would say yes, but I really can't tell you what I would do. And I think, as I stated before, it's somewhat premature. I still don't know whether I'm representing David Berkowitz. And all of these questions, although I'm sure they're very interesting and very material, I think are somewhat, should be held in abeyance until such time as we know where we're going.
What were you thinking about when you were asked to accept, or when you were asked to accept this case?
I was overwhelmed with the tremendous responsibility, and I thought of myself as somewhat as John Adams when he was asked to represent the British soldiers following the Boston Massacre.
When will you see David?
The most unpopular cause, I believe, in the annals of criminal jurisprudence in our generation, and possibly in the history of criminal.
Are you meeting with Attorney Peltz today, or...
I can't answer that question.
What do you think of the commercialization of David Berkowitz, and how much contact?
I can't comment on that.
Well, has your firm been contacted at all by people who want to